All right, let's just get right into it. Welcome to a brand new explainer where we take a really close look at the strategies shaping our world right now. Today, we're tackling a massive misconception. You know the headline, right? Brick and mortar retail is dead. It's everywhere. But the reality? Well, it's actually completely different. Physical retail isn't dead at all. It's just actively and aggressively evolving. And to see exactly how this evolution is playing out on the ground, we're going to look at an absolute giant in the health and beauty sector, Watsons. To give you an idea of the sheer scale we're talking about here, just look at this number, 100 million. That is the number of Watsons loyalty members in Asia alone. Globally, that number pushes past 140 million. So we're not talking about some small niche boutique testing out a quirky new tech gadget. We're looking at a retail titan executing a massive digital-first strategy across thousands of stores, literally impacting millions of daily purchasing decisions. So, here's the game plan for today's explainer. We'll kick things off with retail's digital evolution, then take a deep dive into those 100 million members. After that, we'll unpack their core concept, the O+O strategy, check out their tech-driven shopping experience, break down their 4-store models, and wrap it all up with the future of retail. Okay, let's jump right into section 1, retail's digital evolution and how they're adapting to the modern shopper. For years, everyone's been saying e-commerce is the apocalypse for traditional stores. But like we said, physical retail isn't dying. It's just getting a massive upgrade. The absolute ultimate survival tool in today's market isn't just having a flashy app, and it isn't just having a beautiful physical storefront either. It's the strategic, almost invisible combination of the two. It's about using online data to power physical experiences and using physical stores to fulfill digital demands seamlessly. That brings us to section 2. The 100 million members, which really acts as their foundation of data. You see, none of this digital integration actually works without user data. And building a user base of that size, that wasn't an overnight thing. Watsons laid the groundwork years ago. Way back in 2008, they launched their loyalty card program. By 2011, they introduced their mobile app, which was a completely crucial step in literally putting the store into the customer's pocket. Then, in 2018, they rolled out Watsons Pay and their elite VIP tier to really lock in their highest spenders. And in 2020, when the whole world basically locked down, they launched Watsons World. This allowed for cross-border e-commerce, meaning customers could grab international bestsellers without even needing a passport. They methodically, step-by-step, digitized their consumer base. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the undeniable multiplier effect of that VIP tier we just mentioned. By crunching the data from their app and loyalty programs, Watsons figured out exactly who their best customers were and rewarded them. And the result? It's kind of mind-blowing. These elite VIPs aren't just, slightly better customers. Their annual spending is a staggering 9 times higher than standard members. Plus, they visit the stores 5 times as often. That kind of retention is pure gold, and it is driven entirely by understanding their data. Let's move on to section 3, the O+O strategy. Let's break down some of this industry jargon. So how do they actually keep those millions of members coming back to both the physical stores and their phones? Well, you might have heard of the term O2O, offline to online or vice versa. That is the old paradigm. O2O is all about trying to force traffic from one channel over to another. You know the drill, getting a physical paper coupon at the register that you have to go home and type into a website. It creates friction. The new paradigm, which Watsons is really pioneering here, is O+O. Offline plus online. It's a completely integrated ecosystem. The goal isn't to push you from the store to the app. The goal is to let you shop anywhere, anytime, in whatever way is easiest for you at that exact second. All the boundaries are just totally removed. And Watsons didn't just casually adopt this philosophy and call it a day. They absolutely put their money where their mouth is. They invested a massive 900 million Hong Kong dollars, specifically into their e-lab and tech lab. We're talking a huge injection of capital into machine learning, AI, and big data, all to supercharge this O+O ecosystem. And if you want to know if that massive investment paid off, just look right here. This is the definitive proof. Customers who interact with the brand exclusively in a physical store, sure, they're valuable, but customers who engage with both physical and digital touchpoints, the O+O shoppers, they spend 3 times as much. 3 times! When you give consumers infinite, frictionless ways to interact with your brand, they simply buy more. Which perfectly sets us up for section 4, the tech-driven shopping experience, or what they call Infinity 2.0. Okay, so how do these big macro strategies actually look to you and me when we're walking down the street or browsing on our phones from the couch? Let's look at a specific feature, scan to buy. We've all been there, right? You run to the store for your absolute favorite shampoo and the shelf is just totally bare. Or maybe you're looking at a giant box of diapers and realize there's no way you're lugging that thing home on a crowded train. Instead of losing that sale, Watson's lets you scan a QR code right there on the empty shelf. You instantly order the item on your phone and it gets delivered to your home. It essentially creates an infinite shelf. The physical store might be sold out, but the digital store never is. It perfectly solves a super relatable frustration. And the behind-the-scenes logistics making this happen are incredibly slick. Step 1, you order online or through the app. Step 2, instead of fulfilling that order from some mega warehouse 3 states away, Watson's uses its actual physical stores as localized mini warehouses. The store employees rapidly pick the items right off the shelves. Step 3, those items are delivered, often using Uber Eats, in an astonishing average of just 21 minutes. Or they're bagged up and ready for you to pick up in store within 2 hours. This whole store as warehouse concept completely rewrites the rules for delivery speed. So the crucial point here is that they aren't just digitizing their inventory, they're digitizing the entire shopping experience. Look at these tools. Watson's Go lets you scan items and pay right on your phone so you can skip the checkout line entirely. Then you have things like the #ColorMe, augmented reality makeup try-on, virtual hair dye tests, and an AI skin analyzer. These let customers experiment with total confidence. Honestly, it completely removes the fear of committing to, say, a neon pink hair dye because you can literally see it on yourself virtually first. They even have go-in-store video chats, which brings the expertise of a real in-store beauty advisor directly into your living room. Let's transition to Section 5, the 4 store models and why physical retail definitely isn't dead. Now, with all this digital innovation, you might think Watson's is abandoning their physical real estate. Nope, not at all. In fact, they are heavily investing in brick and mortar, with plans to expand to 600 stores in Taiwan alone by next year. But what's really fascinating is how they've realized that the old, cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all approach to retail is just completely obsolete. They spent millions analyzing their locations and broke their strategy down into 4 very distinct store models: destination beauty lover, urban residents, and local patrons. Each single model is hyper-tailored to the specific demographics of that exact neighborhood. For example, let's look at the destination beauty model. Their Ximending flagship store sits in a massively high-traffic, tourist-heavy area. The data shows that 60 to 70% of the foot traffic there is international tourists. So what do? They design the store specifically for them. It's packed with exclusive Taiwanese souvenirs, top-tier beauty products, and features a really premium layout. Because of this, they're projecting double-digit growth there. They are literally just giving the tourists exactly what they came for. Now flip that and contrast it with the local patrons model in suburban areas like Shiji or Damin. The data in those locations points to an aging demographic with completely different needs. So these stores pivot hard into community health. They introduce long-term care pharmacies, focusing heavily on prescription services and medical supplies. By adapting the physical space to actually serve the aging population around it, they anticipate driving 30 to 40% growth in their health category. It's the exact same brand, but an entirely different physical execution based on hyperlocal data. And finally, Section 6, the future of retail and our ultimate takeaway. We've covered a lot today. The massive scale, the digital tools, the lightning-fast logistics, and these incredibly hyper-targeted storefronts. So what is the big takeaway here for anyone studying business or consumer habits or just the economy in general? I really want to highlight this quote from Watson's Group CEO Melina Bai. She says, O+O is not an imagined future retail concept, but a model that the retail industry must adopt today. It greatly enhances interaction with customers. This is not some far-off theory anymore. With a network of over 16,000 stores globally and 140 million members, this is the new, undeniable standard for retail survival and dominance. The physical world and the digital world can simply no longer live in silos. So I'm going to leave you with this to chew on. Whether you work in retail, tech, services, or manufacturing, the walls between the physical and digital worlds are gone. They're history. So how can your industry abandon that clunky old O2O mindset of forcing customers from one channel to another? What does a truly seamless, borderless O+O playbook look like for you? Because as we've seen today, the businesses that figure that out aren't just surviving the digital revolution, they're the ones defining it.